And there are literally hundreds of studies. This is not something that's like a voice in the wilderness over here. Mainstream medical professionals, researchers, child development people are screaming this from the rooftops. Hundreds of studies are showing cognitive problems, psychological problems, mood disruptions, all sorts of things just associated with 2 hours of television a day. And that doesn't even count video games. That doesn't even count interactive screen time and playing on the iPad, which causes even more problems than passive television viewing causes. At doing. So what is the kid's brain getting practice at doing? When he's playing violent video games, he's getting practice at enhancing the amygdala, which is territorial, which is reactive, which is self-oriented. And then the medial prefrontal cortex, where you're empathizing with others, is being reduced, and he's not getting practice at that. And so you get a generation with lowered empathy from video games, social networks, and from social media, all reducing empathy. And even just the very presence of a phone. This study was amazing. They had people get into a room and have a conversation with somebody that you don't know, sit down at this table, and they would pair people up and set your phone there on the table, but don't use it. Just set it there, and they would prompt them with a conversation point. Tell me about something interesting in your life from the past month. And show interest in the other person and have a conversation for a little while. And then they were to measure their scores of trust and the level of the bond and how much empathy and understanding and interest there was in the other person. Another group, they had them do the same thing, but over here, they had them set a notebook on the table instead of a phone. So they said, well, okay, we're going to do the exact same type of experiment on the exact same type of people and sampling of demographics of populations. We're going to control for all variables. The only variable is phone on table with this series of people that are coming in, notebook on table for this series of people that are coming in. What they found was the group that did not have the phone developed a better bond, more trust, empathy, interest in the other. The people with a phone just sitting there, not even being used, had their social experience interrupted. Just the phone being present just messes with our relationships. Just 1 hour of television per week increases the chances of childhood obesity in the little kids, in the preschoolers. We have 400 friends on social media. On my Facebook account, look how many friends I have. I'm so socially enriched. Everybody I ever met, I can get online and I can talk to them, and I chat with and text with and Snapchat with 40 different people. Man, I'm so socially filled up. It's so great. Well, wait a minute. If we have so much social fulfillment, why has this become the loneliest generation ever recorded? Why is there such a thing as a cuddling with strangers craze? It's a detachment from those around you. They're like detached from their bodies in the present room in which they occupy with other people, plugged into their media. This is their reality. It's a virtual place where they have merged their mind, their heart, their interests. Sad thing, the media mind becomes cold. But the mind of Christ is caring. Hundreds of millions of people engage in an activity that they consider not very meaningful, which in turn dampens their mood. Yeah, I just scrolled through that Instagram feed for 45 minutes, and what did I accomplish? I just wasted my time, and I feel, it dampens your mood when you waste your time. Yeah, that was a waste of time. Your existence is being confirmed. You matter, you exist. Wow, this is sad. And by the way, you're forgetting that your value and worth is in Christ. And what the Father says, you're my beloved child in whom I am well pleased. And Jesus being willing to die for you. Not your likes and retweets.